God, that takes so long before it actually hits me every time. Hey, I blocked. Okay, you can't just pick and choose when to do that. Yep. Ah. Alright, well, I don't know much about the game in terms of difficulty, but it sounds like that's decently hard. But yeah, this boss is something, alright. It's lazy game design as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the case in any game, really. Kidding me? Alright, man, that would probably mean more if I had a better idea how long the game is, but... Like, I know there's at least 11. I know there's more, because... The one time I caught someone playing it, they were on 11. $17. Actually, it's a bit longer than I expected. That's fucking annoying when it turns like that. No enemies? What do you mean? Is it just like story? It's really sad that I've done this enough times to just be used to his attack. Like, is there something to do other than just story, though? Like, if it has what the game considers 2 chapters, and it's just story. I feel like that's a bit extreme. Just seems like a lot of game without any actual game. And the story's fine. I'm an idiot. Well, I mean, like, other than running around and doing things. Because I know a game like that, like, I guess I had a decent amount spoiled in terms of what's actually going on with the little bit that I caught from one of the streamers I thought that I used to watch. Gotcha. Like, I understand it's like a computer program, more or less, like a virtual reality kind of thing. I understand there's very likely more to it than that, but I had that much kind of spoiled. Well, I say spoiled. I was never planning to play the game, so I don't really know if I can say spoiled. And I just know that if I played it and that was, yeah, STEM. I just know that if I played a game and that's how it turned out, I would not be happy. I don't like stuff like that. Please quit having homing shit. And you're dead. Right. Bitch, you have like 1 health. Where you find out that it's like all just in a program that's not actually real kind of situation. What's that red up? Oh, heal and kill. I gotcha. Like, if I was younger, I wouldn't mind it too much, but it just seems a bit like a cop-out. Well, that's fine. That's not what I'm saying. It's... Damn, I didn't think he was going to actually get that hit off. That's not exactly what I mean. I mean, just... I don't like ones like that where it's... None of it's real, and it's all just kind of... happening inside some computer program somewhere. That's just how I feel about it. I wasn't even a fan, or that big of a fan of the Dot Hack series on PlayStation years ago. I'm not even sure if you know about that game series so long ago. Are you fucking kidding me? What was that nonsense? I fucking hate the enemies in this goddamn game. Yeah, and they're more or less planning to take over the world and stuff like that using it. tricked a bunch of people into it. Like, I have a decent understanding, but my point still stands. I just don't like things like that. It's not original. The base concept might be, but in terms of like the actual story developed and stuff like that, but oh, inside a VR program where everyone's plugged into a hive mind situation. Yay. God, that shit's so annoying. Would you please just get poisoned already? How are you not poisoned yet? I've hit you with 5 of these damn things. Christ, I'm gonna have to go back to town just to buy more arrows at this rate. How the fuck is the caster already here? He never comes out this early. I hate that doesn't even kill him. Now I gotta wait for this damn hex to wear off. Yeah. God, if you didn't have to clear these rooms so methodically, this really wouldn't be much of an issue. Oh wow, I got 3 hits off on him there. And just killed him. Oh, no, that's not the case this time around. Oh, how the fuck? What? And then it does. It's not that it's hard, it's just tedious. It just takes a long ass time to get to him. There's just so much crap in the way. I wouldn't begin to call it hard, it's just long. For only being 3 rooms, it's a really long run. Because I don't know if you noticed, but it's literally only 3 rooms. And this is room 2. I was behind the wall. Shit. Something bad just happened. Wonderful. He should finally be dead here. Well, those guys, the guy that I just killed, he'll follow me. The last thing I need is that fucker cat throwing lightning bolts at me from up here while I'm trying to deal with this other bastard that's down here. There's another one right there. Oh, come on! Fucking do something! No. This is fucking crazy. What the hell is this goddamn room? Like, this is the worst one, because you end up with this tiny-ass little place that you can try to fight it. But if you run out there, you're dealing with him and the archer. No, that was actually entirely me having the wrong weapon on. Well, that's actually all that particular situation was. Well, the attack that he launched at me at the end is random. It sends an orb up in the sky, up in the air, and shoots bolts down randomly. Why I actually took this off. No reason to. Fuck you! That arrow should have hit, but whatever. It still isn't a full heal. Okay. Yeah, fuck you, man. Like, I know I'm not killing you, but damn. Don't gotta be like that. Roll just legitimately didn't work there. Fuck that. I have a feeling this is going to be an all-nighter. Like, it took me 2 hours to kill the first one, and he was easier than this. Part of the problem is it's a little bit like what's happening is the when he goes to attack, even though it looks different, my timing is still trying to time for the regular one, not the blue one, and his attacks are actually a little bit delayed compared to the so what's happening is that I'm dodging way too early. Which is obviously an issue. Lord Brave. Damn. I think I'm just gonna pop one. This shit really isn't worth anything. That's disappointing, actually. You know, I could sell these, because these basic amber herbs are way more than enough for me. I only have 3 casts. These restore 2. Like, there's no way I'm ever gonna need those big ones. Because I'm not playing New Game Plus run of this, so don't need to worry about that. You don't need 4 versions of the same ring. I have 181. No. 90. 200. Let's move to 400. Now only 300. Wait, what? Oh, right. Duh. Okay, 400 poison arrows should be good. Head back to town and refill our crossbow bolts as well, because we're using both for this clear. You know, I may just try sprinting through everything. It's very likely a really bad idea, but what's the worst that's going to happen? I'm going to die. Oh well. I don't know why he only has 50. Let's use the rest on that.
I'll be around if you ring.
I'm down to 18 gems. Sure. Buy some more,
You? Not too it's just a... Thank you.
48 life gems, we're good. I'll use those to heal when I can. So, there is a boss that I didn't do, but it's because I didn't think I could. I didn't have any more smelter wedges to kill the statues on the side. So, might just have to go back for that. Alright, we still have our normal stuff on here. I will do, though, to help the run back, without punishing me during the boss. Put the shield on, so I have two different shields to help with stamina regen. Like I said, we're going to see how running like a little coward does it. Oh. Well, one of the casters got a curse off, so that's not very good. That one got one off as well. I made it, but just barely. Alright, we got poison off. We're good. I can't see anything here, you fucking piece of shit. Yep, pretty much. Though it is possible that he's resistant to lightning. So... I may try this. How many petrified dragon bones do I have? I have 5. I could upgrade that thing again. I can try a different website. The club just may not... Like, if he's resistant to lightning, then it would make sense why it doesn't do very much. The downside of that is... Okay, I have a different idea. I won't have to use anything. The only problem with doing it like this is I absolutely cannot die on the way back. Yeah, I've had multiple people that have come through that have been like, dude, this boss sucks! Or like someone came by the other night when I was playing this on a Saturday. I was in this zone, and he was just straight up like, dude, this place is cancer. Dude, fuck that. I'm so happy that the archer in the back was like, psh, just straight up fucking sniped me. Like, I'm sprinting and all this shit, and he's just like, oh, there you are, and fucks me. It's like, god damn it. Now I have to get 3,000 souls to repair that thing. In a place where it's easy to get them. I don't think there's really an easy... Well... I mean, I could just go get a bunch of souls from the dragon, from the giant lord. I don't really want to do that. Like, a lot of this really isn't that bad. Well, that's the thing. Like, I'm drastically over-leveled for a regular playthrough. Because I've killed the Giant Lord 5 times, I think. And, I'm at, I think, like, level 1... Oh, man. I'm level 181, which is apparently extremely over-leveled for being a regular playthrough. So I've gotten 3.8 million souls. It's not really the farming that's the issue. I'm just trying to think of somewhere that's quick and easy to get 3,000. So I can repair the ring. Good to skill these. Yeah. Well, the problem with that is the only souls I have are these, and they're like 10,000. And I think these are 20,000. No, I'm not going to pop those for this. Like, I'm not going to pop those to get 3,000 to repair something. It's just straight up not worth it. They're better used or better saved for, shall we say, a rainy day. I hate these things. You don't have anything new, right? I didn't think you did. No. I mean, I could try using this bow. It's a strength scaling bow. Why not? We'll take it. I know that was half of the souls I had, but doesn't really matter. Yeah, well, I mean, I have several. The Bident that I was considering using is a boss weapon. So I have, in terms of boss weapons, well, I have the bow that I just got. I got this thing, but I'm not going to use this on a boss. That's retarded. Just like I'm not going to use that on the boss. I have Bone Scythe, but I have it enchanted for fire. Obviously, it's not going to work very well against the Smelter Demon, who is just on fire. I have the Gargoyle Bident, which is pretty good. Good strength scaling, so I may actually use that on that. I have the Dragon Tooth, which isn't a boss weapon, but a little Geth Spectre. How are you tonight? Well, I'm most of the way through it. At the moment, I'm pounding my head against the blue Smelter Demon because they couldn't be bothered to develop a new boss. They just decided, hey, let's reuse this other boss. Oh, right, I was gonna think about upgrading.
Oh, I'd given you up for dead.
Yeah, thank you. I'm really not looking forward to fighting the fighting him. I've already died to him several times. So I was considering upgrading. I only have enough for one upgrade though. Shit. So I could upgrade the Bident. Or I think I have Pale Stones. I could go
Don't waste my
disenchant
time.
my club. Well, I mean it's Dark Souls 2, but I played through one already. I played through one, did a New Game Plus playthrough on it, and then swapped over to 2. And then going. I can't say I'm the biggest fan of 2. I don't like some of the changes they made, but
I'll fled.
okay. So I have 4 Pale Stones. If I took this off, I don't know if it would do more damage or not. I don't know if he's actually resistant to lightning and that's why the club's not doing anything. Or if it's just the simple fact that I need a harder hitting weapon. The damage technically goes down. But again... Oh wow, fire goes up. I guess my stats give me enough fire bonus.
Be kind.
I have enough stones to do this. I'm gonna... I didn't even see what I picked up. Is that one of the small ones? No, damn you. Alright, well. I guess he's resistant to lightning. Oh, no worries, man. Glowing... Are you talking about the, I think I know what you're talking about. Talking about this place with, the rotten? Oh, you're in... Okay. The shrine. I didn't like this place. I really didn't like that place. That whole time you're coming up with the water and all the casters and archers and crap shooting you, I'm just gonna like, man. And you get to it, you find a summon sign, you're like, oh hey, so there's probably a boss coming up, and you find out, no, not a boss, it's just a crappy amount of enemies. Yeah, I think I got lucky, and I didn't die quite as much as I probably would have normally.
Dear Flame.
So let's try this nonsense again. I'm hoping that having it not lightning will work out better. I know you can dual wield, I haven't though. Like, I know I can do this. I don't know anything about how to do it properly, but I know it's an option. Unless that was it. Hmm. I see. So if you have a weapon in each hand, and try to two-hand your offhand weapon, your left hand, it classifies it as dual wielding. Interesting. I just feel like that's way too slow. Well, they have to be the same weapon? No. I have two of these, so I can at least see what you're talking about. Yeah. No, I have. I figured it out a second ago. I mean, this could work for poisoning him really quick, but I don't know if it's a reasonable option to try it. I don't know if it would really work out too well. Yeah, I think I only have one. I mean, I have multiple greatswords. I have way more than enough strength that I could even bother. Like I have enough to one hand these things. It's a great axe. So theoretically, I could do this. Like, I don't really think it would work too well against this boss. Something tells me I would get hit a whole lot more. And neither of them have good scaling, so it's a lot less damage, actually. I just want to say it's hilarious that I knew you could dual wield, but I've never bothered learning it, so knowing how now is fine. Like, I honestly might give it a try against, like, I may do something like this. Because I might be able to get the poison off on him quicker. Like, I could theoretically do this, poison him, and then swap over to my normal gear. But let's make this bullshit run back. Okay, I'm actually gonna kill a little bit just to have some souls in case I do die, so that I can repair the ring again. That wasn't worth much. Alright, I'll clear this room out. Check. This is a regular bow, right? Yeah. Not a magic damage? Oh, shit. You're already here, huh? Oh, come on with that! You died! That was the fastest cast of that thing from him I have ever seen. Okay. That actually pisses me off somewhat. Go back to straight cell and just kill these again. Never finished one? I actually really enjoyed one. I feel like one is definitely a much better game than two. Lizards are rolling. I don't know if I remember that.
Huh. I'll be around.
Like, that doesn't sound familiar. I know I've done it because I've played through the game twice, but just for some reason I can't bring anything to memory. Okay, just gonna do this first. Oh, okay, yeah, you're in Sin's Fortress. Yeah, that means you rang the 2 bells of awakening. It's actually not that bad once you get used to it, honestly. Wait. Oh my god. Okay. I get. Well, that means I've died to this shit so many times that half of these guys are no longer spawning. Is the archer gonna... Or is the caster dead? If the caster's dead, this makes this a lot easier. I think it is. Oh, please be dead. Well, that means apparently this dude killed me at some point. But yeah, Sin's Fortress really isn't that bad. It's kind of crappy, but maybe if you're talking about the giant lord, maybe. That Majula? Nah. I don't then. Yeah, a new enemies respawns. I've killed the giant lord 5 times, I think, now. I still have the wrong shield on? Is that why I'm... This is actually kind of bad. I should be fine. I think I still have like 40 of them. God, that forced fat roll from this shit's annoying. Fuck, come on. Shit. Okay, that one's never actually tracked me like that before. Just fucking die already, thank you. Alright. Okay. How can I do this? Actually, I probably didn't leave that on. Well, actually, if I could start using this. Come on. Right. Okay. Things got shit for durability, though. Alright. It's kind of, sort of not really progress, but sort of. I mean, half the shit along the way is dead, so it's mattered too much. Yeah, let's see. I have 44 effigies. Fuck that. Well, that was the plan last time, and kind of sort of still is. Last time, that dude cursed me with the fat roll, and then the archer hit me in the back, and Fatty killed me. So, or big giant golem bastard killed me. So it didn't quite work out the way I had planned, so I wanted to at least kill that piece of shit first. No, there isn't enough in there to warrant putting this on, but alright, well, I can top myself off at least. Fuck it. Oh, he dropped down. That's not helpful. Because for whatever reason, he can snipe you so much better than anything else I have ever fought in this game. Even the Dark Souls 1 archers that shoot you around corners. Oh, or you can just stay right there and... Oh, that only does 6 to him. Never mind. Let's bait out a shot. Wait, how did it not? Or why didn't it? There we go. That was fun. Come on. God, that is annoying with how delayed that is. Thought I had more time before he hit. But my guess was right. He is very resistant to lightning damage. My club was doing just about twice the damage it was before. Yeah, it was a whole lot closer that time. Hopefully. I mean, most of the shit along the way is dead now. Well, actually, I guess this room isn't. But, there's a lot less stuff to fight now. I may just go for it. Stamina shield on. Oh, fall damage, that sucked. Oh, fuck you, man! See, that first hit, like, hits me almost every time. Or they both can. It's like, it's not that delayed when you fight him before the first time. He doesn't go, hey, and then finally hit. This one, it's... There's a game I played that Lazy also played called Fury. It's sort of a boss rush, just kind of punishing. Like, well, if you mess up at all, it punishes you extremely heavily, especially for casual play. But there's a boss that you get to on your first playthrough. Once you fight him once, you kind of catch on to his gimmick. But you go through the entire game, and you start getting used to the timings to avoid an attack. And then you get to this boss, and he's like, sort of the last boss. The actual last boss on release wasn't all that straightforward. Fuck you, I rolled. Fuck that! Alright. That fat roll is gone, but here his comes. Bullshit, I was rolling. But what the boss does is he jukes you out using the timings that you're used to from every boss prior. And it makes the boss artificially difficult. Kind of what this delay tactic does that he has. Come on! part of the issue is I have that other shield on. And I'm standing on nothing. Programming. I wonder if the 5 extra adaptability would do anything for me. Let's look at my... What does that change my stats to? My fire defense is terrible, though. So let's see, 120, and then so 110 and 120. So my agility won't change, which I guess doesn't really matter for this boss, but I do wonder if maybe like the 3 extra poison bonus would do anything. It would be kind of funny if it did, actually. You know what? The chance that this actually does anything against the boss is unlikely, but we're going to mess with it anyways because we can. Like, I feel like this is just for PvP, so... Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. Let's just go with... More health. If I want more health, I'll just go with this thing. It's garbage, but it's a lot of health if that's the way I want to go. Which I'm sure isn't, so... Fuck it, whatever. For the inevitable hits that he will obviously hit me with. Fuck off! Bullshit! What the hell are you doing all the way back here? Fuck off. Oh, God. That was really weird, actually. I'm not sure what happened right there. What? No! Look at positioning, hitbox. This game could suck a fat one. That wasn't actually this boss. That problem was the developers not bothering to program hitboxes properly. And it's not just this boss that's had an issue. I was hit through a wall by a spell. Like, it... In one of the other areas, there's an enemy, kind of like the guys that throw the lightning orbs at me. It threw a lightning orb. It hit a staircase that was up above me. I was down underneath opening a chest. The spell hit me through the staircase, and the staircase was pretty thick. And that's just straight up just shitty, lazy programming. Which is what this game is guilty of in very large aspects. I feel like they just didn't bother with fixing some of the issues that really wouldn't have been hard to fix with. And I'm sure that players at some point after the game came out were like, hey, this doesn't really make sense. Why is this happening? Why am I being hit in this situation? Put it over here. That's fine. Alright, made it in without a... But we are still cursed. Alright, curse over. Are you kidding me already? I can legitimately say I've never seen him do that attack combo, where he goes a swing into a thrust. I assume he changes, now that I've seen that he changes attack patterns once you enter the final phase. The problem I have with Smelter Demon, I had the problem the first time, is it's not an HP percentage where he decides to power up. Or at least it's never seemed that way. Every time I fought the Smelter Demon, and I spent 2 hours fighting him the first time, and I've now spent, we'll just say a half hour, an hour tonight fighting him, it seems that he randomly decides when to power up. Basically, which means when he... I fucking hate this guy so much. I hate the developers of this game for putting him back in the game. For reusing him because they were too fucking lazy to make a new boss. Bullshit. But I genuinely cannot wait to be done with this game so I can play 3. Which everyone I've ever talked to is like, oh yeah, it's a way better game. Alright, I won't take a chance this time. I don't want to go into the boss getting slowed again. What? Well, I mean, I played through 1, and it was reasonably hard. I feel like with this one, like at the very least, with reusing one of the more ridiculous bosses in the game, like Smelter Demon, I feel like once they did that, they just kind of made it obvious they didn't give a shit about their players. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's how it has come across to me. Fuck you! Come on with the tracking while you're turning shit. And that's the most artificially hard part about this game. That shit right there. Where a boss has an attack going, and then just does like a 90-degree turn to hit you after you roll. That has been my largest problem with this game from the very beginning. I mean, I was warned about it before starting the game. Like, people were telling me pretty much from the beginning, hey, just heads up, bosses will track you like there's no tomorrow and hit you despite rolling. They'll just turn in the air and hit you. And I was like, it can't be that bad, right? Like, that's just a shitty way to make a game. No. I believe so. Which pisses me off even more because it tells me that what they most likely did was... Oh, wonderful. It tells me that they looked at player experience before making the DLC, which any intelligent game company does that. They want to know what players liked about the game, so that they can do more of that. I wouldn't consider the Smelter Demon fun. Like, there were harder bosses than the Smelter Demon that were fun. Like Gravelord Nito, not really a hard boss, but you just have to learn how to do it. You don't have to, though. Like, you don't have to put connections into it. It's a DLC talking about the crown. Like, so you kill the Old Iron King. That's part of the core game. Like, he's one of the great souls that you go and get. Oh, come on, don't... Alright, well, the fans is off kilter again. And then this is talking about the woman who came looking for the Iron King, only to find out he wasn't there. And I mean, I'll be honest with you, it very much feels like Drangleic is, or that there's an area, or Drangleic Castle is on Orlando. At least that's the building sort of looks like it is, or like the cathedral part. Of fucking course you're aggroed already. That guy's a pain in the ass, though. Hopefully he's close to staying dead, though. Just like, I can't imagine there's too many more lives for that asshole sitting around. Oh, come on! it wasn't even that pissed me off. It was the fact that the archer sniped me so amazingly perfectly well that the garbage that the other guy just hit me no issue, which then basically killed me. That's what pissed me off in that situation. Well, getting hit going in was just the icing on the cake. That's like, at that point I was like, alright, look. At this point, at least in this DLC, I'm a few inches away from saying screw it and going to do the other DLCs and killing the last boss and moving on to 3. Yeah, interesting. I just put these on. I don't really need the Jester's gloves. Like, I don't get enough souls from regular bosses anymore. So we're just gonna go defensive and say screw the rings. Realistically speaking, they're not worth it anymore. Now, if I go back to kill the Giant Lord some more, then yes, they're worth it, but gloves just aren't good enough. Don't I have something that does something? I don't remember. I could use these. What fucking fan is that that's off? There's a fan somewhere in my case that's off balance. You know, we'll try those. Maybe I can get some crits off. It's a rare chance, but it's a chance, right? I could even try using one of these things or not this one, that supposedly boosts luck, whatever the hell that's supposed to mean. Alright. That phantom made me think something dropped down here with me. I was about to just rage quit. Nonsense. Fucking archer. Oh, really? Well, wouldn't quite say it helps, but maybe a little. Like, what? Come on! You're jukeable. Like, that's part of how this thing works. And see, that time he didn't do the pulse afterwards, which he basically always does whenever it'll kill me, but doesn't do it when he's not going to hit me. I don't know why I just tried to attack there. And look, he's already doing this now. Like, dude, make up your mind, man. Damn it! Like, I get into the habit of dodging that, and then he changes his timing. Game, please. For the love of God, please. You know what? Like, at this point, I guess I should put the I'm tired of jacking with this. Yeah, it's easier said than done when I'm dealing with this bullshit, this fan. Oh, what the fuck? So for once, he just doesn't try to cast anything. Fuck you. Alright, so I'm gonna start killing him at least. At the very least, because I'm getting really tired of getting slowed and hit and having to heal every time before I deal with this fucker. Just like, nope, you're just gonna. Oh, fuck off. That was fortunate timing. Alright, this little piece of shit never comes down, so I'm not gonna try and kill him permanently. Doesn't really seem possible. Oh, lovely. He somehow didn't get poisoned. Thank you. At least I hope you're being honest. If not, that's cool too. Trolling is appreciated as well. Because trolling means you're here watching. I have to admit, it's funny. If you stand here in this corner and go into the menu, you can see the big jackass over here in the corner. I've noticed that the past few times I've tried this, and it's been kind of funny. I am 181. Trying to kill this piece of shit that's back here. Thank you there for the follow. I'm on. Yeah, I really, really don't like this boss. I feel like I felt like it was poorly designed the first time, and I still feel that way now, so just dealing with it however I can. I wish this restored at least a little bit faster, so you could, like, say, alright, hey, let's put this on and sort of counteract the burn damage from while you're sitting around it. You know what? I'm actually curious. I don't think I'm gonna beat it this time, so I'll put this on for science reasons. It's probably not gonna be very good, but... Oh right, I need to pop the humanity. Almost forgot arguably the most important part here. Yeah, it is. But in a long fight, like the Smelter Demon where you're taking constant damage, it can help, but it's so slow that it doesn't matter. But yeah, so like the evil eye ring, or the evil eye ring is for farming. At least I feel like The Ring of Restoration is for when you have to pee and you get up and go and use the bathroom or take a quick break and come back. You just toss on the ring and heal up while you go take care of stuff. That's kind of how I view that ring. I think it can be okay. I mean, poise is never going to be a bad thing to have. But I don't know how good it actually is. That was risky, but I got the poison off. And I have the wrong shield on, goddammit. I don't feel like that should have hit. That one, fine. So basically that... Okay, that ring's pointless. I think the poise ring, I think, is only good if you're going a light armor build. Because, I mean, if you're in full heavy armor, you're not going to get that much genuine benefit out of it. But in the same case, or the same situation, if you're using light armor, yeah, if you're already in like full heavy armor and all that, it's probably not going to do much for you. So let's see. That's 10, and the +2 adds... Well, the +2... Maybe, because it still is a pretty decent amount, but I don't think the regular Ring of Giants that you can buy from what's his name? I don't remember his name, but the regular ring that you can buy from him, I don't think it's really worth it. It's good to have, because you may come across a situation where it's better to wear light armor, but that's all dependent on playstyle. So that's what I just want to point out. When I started tonight's stream, 2 hours and 17 minutes ago, I was in this zone, in this area, going to this boss. I'm still here trying to kill this boss. Okay, so he's still here, but... Man, fuck this guy. Alright, I think that might be kill 10 on him, so I won't have to worry about him anymore. Like, if I could just get rid of the casters and just have them stay dead, it should be fine for the most part. Why are you both following me all of a sudden? What the fuck was that? That was some shenanigans. It was my own fault for running up to try and kill the guy. I remembered too late that the guy with the axes... You know, I think that might actually be what happened. Because I couldn't pass through them, but they sure as hell passed through each other to hit me at the same time. So, maybe. I wouldn't put it past it. I mean, we already know they were lazy with the programming. Hey! Caster up top's gone. He's gone. I'll have to kill him many more times, though. Not worried about that guy. Alright, pop a heal. Hopefully, well, this time I'll have the right shield on when I go to fight the guy. So that will help. Come on, sit still, you jackass. Oh, what the fuck was this? I just want to point out that in the, what, a dozen times I've come down here, that axe guy has never once come down into that other area. That has literally never happened. And yes, I am extremely salty. Oh, Mag, you've missed plenty. I'm still trying to kill that boss from Saturday night. I've died probably... well, more than 10 times. Died probably like 12 or 13 times. You know what? I got close once, only to have him kill me with a hitbox that was just plain stupid, no matter how you looked at it. And just now, this guy, who has never once dropped down into that other zone where I've needed to worry about him, decided, hey, I'm gonna join the fun down there. which then, of course, killed me. Well, I've killed the first, like, room and a half 10 times, and this room, half of it's been dead for 10 times. When the fuck did I put this ring on? The fuck? I didn't put this on. I mean, obviously I did, but what? Okay. But, nope. I came down here. I've done this, like, for the past, like, 4 or 5 attempts. I've just run past that previous room and jumped down here. And then killed this guy. Or killed this caster that's right there. And that guy with the 2 axes has never once dropped down here. Until right there. For whatever reason. He's like, nah. I'm gonna go have fun with you down there. Because reasons. Oh, fuck you. Like, why do you have to be a tard? And see, I have to kill him because they curse you with this hex that gives you fatty roll, no matter what your weight is. Or at least it seems that way. It's possible that all it does is increase your weight effectively, but I don't know for sure. And I'm just going to put on the fucking health ring, because fuck this guy. All I gotta say at this point. Heal up. Heal up again. This on. Poison, poison. Bullshit. Oh, and I can be killed going through a fog wall. Found that out a minute ago. Actually didn't mean to use that, I meant to use the life gem. So, I got lucky my dude didn't get up in time. See, like, what the fuck is this? He's already powered up. Come on, just... Right, because he hasn't done that for the past several attempts. I really am curious at this point what triggers him to power up. Because he powered up right there, like 10 seconds into the fight. Like, it's just Smelter Demon. Or I guess, blue Smelter Demon. But this is the same fucker that I spent 2 hours on, in the castle that leads to this place, ultimately. Because what happens is you go through and do the kill the king, or kill the old Iron King, which is one of the great souls that you're required to get. And then if you have the key for the DLC, it lets you come here. That's honestly one of the more obnoxious things about these guys. Like, most bosses transition on an HP percentage in pretty much every game, but also in this game. That's one of the things they do. It doesn't feel timed, though. Like, I feel like he does it randomly. Like... Alright, hang on a second. Let me see if I still have W-split. Because that's one thing that I can... I just don't remember if I still have it installed. I think I do. Yeah. It's out of date as fuck, and I don't remember what my hotkeys are for it. Setting. Hotkeys. Alright. Because I should also set something to maybe to stop it. Let's use that. Set. Reset. Sure. It's good enough. Now this should still be on top. No, why are you not? Always on top. And we'll do this real quick, just so y'all can see it as well. Okay. So, you guys will be able to see it. I don't know. Why? Why are you not working? Maybe it'll work when I have a game mode. It still doesn't let me on top. Okay, so I'll move it here out of the way. Interesting. This used to not be such a pain in the ass. I'm really not sure why it isn't working though. Okay, let's try it now. Why does it not? What the fuck? It's never had it. I've never had an issue with W-split before when I've used it in the past. Fine, we'll just do this. We'll see if this... Well, do that, and... That is tiny as fuck. But hopefully... God, how tiny is that on stream, though? It's honestly not as small as it looked. Okay. Hopefully having actual splits put in will make it stop being stupid. I don't get it. Alright, just somebody there. Yeah, it's fun. It just refuses to actually work because for whatever reason it doesn't want to. So I'm gonna have to... Oh, come on with that. Why? I'm basically going to have to do something I don't really want to do, which is kill this stuff out here and then do a test run. Fuck you. Oh, what did you drop? Astrologist's bottom. Okay. Whatever. Thanks. I really don't want to kill the guy up top because he just takes fucking forever to kill. He can drop down. If I'm lucky, I can get him to stay there, actually. Because the big guy doesn't aggro till you get too close to him. Fuck that. Okay. Now, this is where I fight like a bitch, because this dude's a pain in the ass. And I mean that about as seriously as I've ever meant anything in this game. What the fuck was that? Okay. Finally got the poison off on him. Now we, okay. I'm actually on fat roll now. It's not a good thing. Don't need that, though. Alright. Take those off. So this is what I'm talking about, where it's gonna be something I didn't really want to worry about, because this is gonna be really awkward. So I wonder if it's from when I enter, or if it's from when... I'm actually gonna put this on there. I think the extra stamina will be better. So... I need to... Not the fire. So it appears to be about 30 seconds. If it is indeed time, which, if you ask me, is a bit fucking retarded. And then that's at a minute. Come on, man! And again, with that slow-ass wind-up, did you think of something else? But that transition is freaking ridiculous, and you can't hit him while he's doing the transition, because as soon as he finishes, he blows the fuck up. Okay, well... now I know, I guess. I don't think the poison's actually... I was hoping it would, but I don't think it's worth using in this situation. It just doesn't seem to be doing anywhere close to enough to make it worth bothering with. Thought I rolled. Well, I know I pressed the button. Whether it went off or not's a different question. Oh, wait! That caster's dead! I don't have to fucking worry about him anymore. My life hasn't gotten easier, really. I still have the boss to deal with. I guess I'll close this since it's obviously not going to be helpful. Bullshit. Or it's shit like this that sometimes makes me wish I drank. Yeah, so close. Or at the very least, didn't have work tomorrow, so I could drink. The fuck? I took fall damage? What the hell from? Okay, well, I don't know how well that'll work, but toss that in. As dumb as it is, I'm gonna hit him once with this and see what it does. Well, that means I'm dead. That... Why did that do so much damage despite being a fire weapon? Yep, okay. That is such a minuscule heal. Need stamina. Nope, wrong one, wrong one. Alright, taking that garbage off my bar. It's like, gradually restores health for a long time. Yeah, it's slower than the fucking ring of regeneration. Why is that even a fucking item? That shit is fucking garbage. I was surprised, though, at how much damage this bone scythe is doing. I'm a little curious to see what it'll do if I two-hand it against him. The only problem is, as you just saw, it's a very long attack animation. I guess it's not really that much longer than the club two-handed. So I guess there's that. I really don't get why they make you take fall damage there. It's a tiny, tiny amount, but it's fall damage. That didn't do shit! Why did it do more damage as a one-handed? Oh, come on. Like, I kind of want you to power up so I have a guaranteed safe heal. Fuck you, you fucking piece of garbage boss.